Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this crochet lingerie top. This top is done in two parts. The first part is the torso belt and the choker, which has an attachment in the middle and can be adjusted by buttons. And the next is a crochet top with straps for adjustments. So let's just get right into the video and let me show you how to do this. So for this project, I'm going to need my robin yarn. It's in mustard yellow and it's 100% acrylic and it's 3-ply. I prefer this yarn, and my tape measure to measure my waist and the length of my torso, and some scissors to cut off the ends and buttons, and my tapestry needle, and any needle can do. So I'm going to start by making the bra cups. So make a slip knot, and as you notice, I'm doubling up my yarn. So make 13 chains. After making the 13 chains, yarn over and skip the first 3 stitches and insert your hook in the 4th stitch and place a double crochet, and double crochet all through the row to the second last stitch. In the last stitch, place 3 double crochet, chain 1, then put other 3 double crochet in the same chain space. My yarn is becoming a little bit stubborn here, but that's how you do it. Then at the end, you're going to have a little turn, which is going to make the turn of your bra cup. That's the turning of your bra cup, and the chain 1 space is where you're going to put all the 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. So continue making double crochets all through the row. Keep making the stitches to the end of the row and make sure you get the very last stitch. So this is the first round of the bra cup. So we proceed to make the second round. You chain 3, make the double crochet stitches in each stitch to the chain 1 space in the middle. Once you reach the chain 1 space, put 3 double crochets, then chain 1 and put 3 double crochets. Then this chain 1 space is where you're going to place your 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet for the next row. So continue with double crochets throughout the row to the end. Continue making rows of double crochet with the 3 double crochet cluster in between the chain 1 space until the bra cup is enough to go around your breast. And I made a cup B, which is around 5.5 inches. I made a total of 6 rows. Then proceed to make a second cup with the same dimensions, and do not fasten off so that we can go into the joining part. So from where you stopped making the bra cups, chain 1 and single crochet at the bottom of the cup. I love doing this single crochet at the bottom because it gives my project a nice finish. So I just do this to the end. So we do the single crochets to the end. Then this is the nice finish I was talking about. Then to join the second bra cup, chain 3, then single crochet into the edge of the bra cup. This is how I do it. Just pay attention and see how I'm going to do it. Place your hook, then do a normal single crochet, and that's just it. Then single crochet into the second cup to the end. So this is how it looks when joined. Then continue and chain 3. Now we're going to put double crochets across the bras. So double crochet in each stitch across to the end, and let's meet at the end. I have finished my row of double crochets, so I'm going to proceed and make my straps from where I ended the last stitch of double crochets, and I'm going to be chaining 100. Sorry, I was off camera for a bit. After finishing making the chains, fasten off and cut the yarn. Then attach your yarn on the second side, on the opposite side I mean, and proceed to make the chain 100. After finishing making the second strap, cut the yarn, and now you have your straps attached to the project, and you can make the chain longer or shorter as you wish, but I prefer mine as so. So you have your back straps. Then you attach your yarn at the tip of the bra cup to make the neck straps, and then you chain 75. Once you finish making your 75 chains, fasten off and cut your yarn and proceed to make the same straps in the second cup. And after that you're done, you have your neck straps and back straps. So the bra cap is done. The top part of the project is done. Make sure you cut all the ends so that your project is neat, and weave in any ends using the tapestry needle. I didn't show this part, but I did weave in my ends. We can now proceed to making the other part. So this part is the choker. So I'm going to be chaining 45. Then after you have your 45 chains, which measure around 11 inches, you can just measure your neck and know what is going to fit. For me, I did 45 chains, but you can do less or more. So we're going to proceed to make double crochet stitches. Skip the first 3 stitches and double crochet in the fourth, then put a double crochet in each stitch across, and let's meet at the end. Double crochet. So this is my choker, but I'm going to put that aside for now, and we're going to begin making the torso belt. So the torso belt, you need to measure your waist and know the length of your waist. So this foundation chain should be corresponding to the length of your waist. So I'm going to make around 100 chains, which is fitting to my waist. My waist is around 28 inches. So this would fit my waist, but if you have a smaller waist, you're going to have to make less chains, and for a bigger waist, you have to make more chains. So you have to measure your waist and know how to do this part. So keep doing the stitches, and once you're done with 100 stitches or whatever stitches you're going to be doing, I'm going to, after making the chains, make double crochets throughout the row, and now you have this belt like thing, and now you can fasten off and cut the yarn. Now we have the choker and the belt which need connecting. So you put them in half and lay them on a flat surface and determine the middle. Place your hook through the middle of the choker and attach your yarn. So you can attach your yarn with whatever method you prefer, but this is the method I use to attach my yarn. So attach your yarn and put a chain. So for this chain, you need to measure the length of your torso from the neck to the middle of your stomach. So for me, I did a chain of around 50. So after completing this chain of 50, which stretches, determine the middle of your torso belt and attach your chain with a slip stitch, and so that it's really fastened off, you can slip stitch for the next 2 or 3 stitches and then fasten off and cut your yarn. And now the choker and the torso belt are attached, so make sure you weave in all the ends to make sure the work is very neat. After attaching the project, now we're going to start putting the buttons. So I threaded a normal needle. I wanted to use a tapestry needle, but my buttonholes were too small, so I had to use a normal needle, but a tapestry needle will work depending on the type of button you have. So I am just going to thread this. Oops, that one went wrong. Just sew in the button and keep going until it's firm. Once the button is very firm, you can cut the yarn, and now the button is attached. And you can do this at the bottom there, and here we have it. Now I did it off camera, but as you have just seen what I've done, that's just the same procedure I've used. So I have attached my second button, and yeah, that's the button part. So you can cut the yarn and fasten it off. The yarn